Throughout history, man has always attempted to push the envelope of speed. In 1997, a jet-powered land machine broke the sonic barrier, recording an amazing 762.5 miles per hour. And this legend, representing all the Japanese speed maniacs for 50 years, known as Go-Go Daijiro. By the way, he's still alive. 1981, the man who excited the import industry with the first tuning car magazine, Option. I'll be the fastest. All the tuners nationwide gathered at Yatabe. As a result, historical records of how fast one could reach the 300 km/h point were written. The Yatabe 0 to 300 km/h was born. With the test demanding totally balanced car making, undefeatable Daijiro repeatedly destroyed and redesigned uncountable numbers of destroyed cars. But there's a rumor risen among the tuners. A machine Daijiro can destroy would be considered a perfect car. How scary is this man? Striving for a 320 km/h record, Daijiro took his journey overseas again. Since 1989, Daijiro has faced the salt flats of Monaco. Since this time, Koyama of June became the best partner for the overseas. Off to Germany. After all, we're striving for the streets. No speed limits at the Autobahn. Made a record of 343.35 km/h with the Blitz R348. My driving's still not too savvy, says Daijiro, and this time he takes his machine to New Zealand for the public highway record. In terrible weather, maximum boost of 2.7 bar at 1200 horsepower, the Velside R34 GTR achieved a top speed of 346.2 km/h. But on this uneven road, Daijiro feared for his life. But this speed freak only sees the front of his car. Not one to quit, he goes off to the US for another record. Established in 1988, the famous Silver State Classics were born. West Coast America, capital of the casinos, 90 miles northeast of Las Vegas in the middle of a huge desert, lies Highway 318. This insane race measures the times for all the participants to complete the entire 90-mile course as fast as they can. There are 8 checkpoints on the course. After the first point, there's a 14-mile stretch. This is where the highest speed records are made. Sweepers, tight corners through the canyons, and bumps in the road for both the cars and the drivers. This is a very tough course. To win this race, it's not just a matter of engine power. All areas like the aerodynamics, suspension, tires, and amount of fuel used must all work in harmony to produce the fastest lap times. This is why the Silver State Classics is the world's fastest street race on a public highway. The world-famous Silver State Classics has attracted the world's most reckless drivers. This is it, said Daijiro. He took the Blitz R348 from the Autobahn of Germany to America. But the car died on the course. Unprecedented, Daijiro restarts the race, but 81 miles till the end, smoke poured from the transmission, slowing the car. The car had run out of fuel. Speed is not the only factor.
やっぱりちょっと俺70リッタータンクじゃダメだなと思ったんだけどね。走り出したら忘れちゃったんだよね。
Dai-chan, you can't forget my operating instructions. In 2000, a man drove this 90-mile distance within 26.01 minutes at an average speed of 207.78 miles per hour, a Guinness Book record. Unreal! This Japanese boy cannot be intimidated by this. In 2003, with a new machine, a Z33, and the help of June auto mechanic, Daijiro strikes back. The name of the machine was the Stream Z. Go, go, Daijiro! Disaster hits only 2 minutes into the race. As you see, the life of the Stream Z ended here. Sayonara. This is the perfect place for Go-Go Daijiro's graveyard. The second-gen Stream Z has greater potential. As they say, third time's a charm. Let's do this! Gogo's breathing hard. Fastest public highway race in America. Silver States Classic Challenge episode. Finally starts. Go, go! How's this year's Stream Z? This year, top secret GTZ 33 wide body kit modified to Silver State Classics, making holes, air ducts all over the place. In order to bring up cornering speed with a widened tread of 2 inches each side, attempting to create more stability. The wing is directly connected to the body, designed for the best downforce. Roll cage has been redesigned with alternative anchoring points and added a roof crossbar. In regards to safety, it's far stronger than last year. A 31-gallon fuel cell in the center of the car is protected by the roll cage. Pirelli was chosen for the tires due to having the strongest sidewall and steel ply. Suspension is a modified version of the Super Function. Spring rate front is 35 pounds and rear is 30 pounds. At 5,900 feet above sea level, the turbo spins 120 times faster than at 0 feet. For this, they've increased the compressor size to compensate for the greater amount of air, so they used the T8838 GK turbo. Considering the fuel efficiency, this year the transmission was set with lower dog gears. It requires only 4 miles to reach a calculated 225 miles per hour in 5th gear at 7,000 RPM. 6th is designed for cruising at 5,000 RPM to preserve complete longevity. Jun Auto's Koyama was stressing over this since last year's accident. Again, this is the place where all the drivers get to talk before the race. A calm congregation of the world's most reckless drivers. Daishiro's friends are mostly older kids.
一応ね、トップタイムって狙える車は今回は僕みたいです。僕の Z が一番速そうですよ、なんとなく。これ、いいですか、NASCAR?
Yeah, it was a Southwest Tour NASCAR for the smaller circle tracks, like 1 mile tracks.
ああ、スモールショートトラック用の NASCAR らしいです。How old are you?
53.
63.
53.
63. あ、僕よりまだ下だ。僕はI'm 57. 57.
57?
57.
And neither one of us, we still can't grow up.
まだ今でも大人になってない。これがね、桜好きなコルベアですかね。うわー、すごいいい子。もともとね、これリアエンジンだとこれスピードを出すの辛いからね、もうフロント浮いちゃってじゃないから、前のエンジンが強いし、最低でもミッドを積まないと多分走れないだろうね。車気違えたりしたら楽しいよね。しかしちょっとね、最高速はね、やっぱり危ないから、あんまり大胆に改造もできないし、それは難しいところですね。
Now I'm gonna go ahead. See you. In the gusty wind, they compete in the half-mile shootout. He could only get into 4th gear by the end, but still, the speed was over 169 miles per hour.
結構ね、やっぱりね、片振りしてんだよね。これをこう見れば分かるけども、アウト側はこれもここまでしかほら、全然こっちがついてるし、使ってないのよ。路面でね、接触してないでしょ。こっち側は完全に削れてる。キャンバーはこれ以上起きないから、内側変るのちょっと怖いからね。まあダウンホースはあんまりこうつけないで、タイヤの荷重減らして走ると。そうするとコーナーはちょっと弱いから、コーナーはあんまり頑張らないで、直線中心でタイヤを持たせる方向で走るかなと方向転換しました。
All of a sudden, it was race day. Still no chance to test 5th and 6th gear. We're going to the real deal without testing. What's Gogo Daijiro's game plan?
Good morning.
いやー、去年生き延びたからね、今年もね、片九に来ましたよ、片九に。これね、見てよ、今年はね、すげえ風なのよ。もう台風みたいなの、ハリケーンだよ。ハリケーン、イワンの後に来てるんだよ、なんか、女の台風。ジェニファー？僕の場合は、それでも行けないもんね。まあ、コースアウト寸前までは一応飛ばしてみようと思ってます。まあ、その代わりね、一応完走しないとつまんないから、なんとかしてね、今回こそはゴールします。
Koyama has been checking all the competition up to the start. Analyze the Camaro. Since 1999, this Camaro has only finished one time. Accumulating the experience from many mistakes, he won in 2002 at an average speed of 196.75 miles per hour in 27 minutes and 36 seconds. The size of the driver is intimidating.
Good luck to everybody back.
8 a.m. sharp, the first machine is launched. By class, the cars launch one after the other in 1-minute intervals. Final event, the Unlimited class. Daijiro and the other fastest cars start off. Only this class has 5-minute separations. We watch for the Camaro's results this year. Daijiro and Zaku's favorite is the Corvair, but disaster strikes.
Shit! Oh my god.
Flipping. Very similar to Daijiro's crash last year, but this was only 5 flips. Driver seems to have whiplash, but he should be fine. But the machine, as you see, is totaled. He as well is saved by the strength of his well-made roll cage. Don't give up. We hope to see him again next year. Soon as start, Gogo Daijiro repeats the operating instructions. The crew shows Daijiro the various gauges and switches. Koyama knows from the Yatabi test that Daijiro doesn't even care about the warning lights. He tells him to check anyways.
あそこがね、ピカピカってフラッシングで全部の4つ文字がこう変わるんで、3速にシフトアップしたらボタン。そうするとローから入る。
He's been telling him since Japan.
前回は要は6速で7000回転で360キロだったのが、今一応5速で360キロだって。で6速はオーバードライブとしてその速度をキープするっていう。
What is this? What is that? Hey! Is it okay to close the window now? And then he starts. Daijiro's still not getting it. What is this? Showing the start from another angle. Daijiro is supposed to engage the high boost switch in 3rd gear. In 1st gear, Daijiro pushes the switch. Oops, too early, Daijiro. Already making a mistake, the staff's getting nervous. Instruction was for slow acceleration until the tires warm up, even though he was given strict orders by Koyama. An area known for strong gusts of wind, he cautiously enters.
やっと300キロ出たよ。結構ハンドル取られるね。
He clears the area where he had crashed last year. But for some reason, the car is not accelerating. It's already going through the 14-mile straight. But there is another long stretch, Daijiro. Remember Koyama's instructions.
Boost が上がんないね。スピードが出ないけど。全然スピードが出ません。280ぐらいしか。 4500以上上がんない回転がどうしたんだろうスピードが出ませんスピードが足んない全然温度も79度安定してるけどもブーストも一定に上がってるけども出ないんだけど
5速で360キロだってで6速はオーバードライブとしてその速度をキープするっていう
4500以上上がんねえんだよ 全然出ない。
In order for the car to achieve the optimal power band and maintain boost, you must be at 5,000 RPM in 5th gear.
どうしたんだよ。どうなってんだろ
Shift down to 5th gear.
う。おお、着火邪魔だ。これ下りでやっと280だよ。お、296出ました。お、一瞬ブーストが上がったけど、もうスピード出ないからブースト下げます。
Now he shifts into 5th gear.
いけいけいけいけいけいけ。ギャップ。いけいけ。スピードは出ね
5速で360キロ出て、で6速はオーバードライブとしてその速度をキープするっていう。
これは警告ですかね。警告ギアダウンですかね。
Before the canyon turns, he finally shifts down. Only area we can expect a top speed is the last stretch.
警告に入りました。
No one at the starting point knows Daijiro's struggle. By radio, they are relieved to hear he has made it through each checkpoint. A long time since they haven't heard from the next checkpoint.
よし、ゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴー階段上がりません。お、ブーストかかりました。やっとブーストかかりました。なんでブースト変わったよ、やっと。あ、まだブーストが落ちた。
Oh no, he's put it in 6th gear again.
最初に変わるんだけど後で落ちちゃう。シュートしちゃう。エンジンがおかしいよ。
The distance is closing. Last chance.
頑張れ。エンジン持ってくれよ。持ってくれよ、エンジン。この子だとオーバーシュートしちゃう。やっと300出たよ。やっと300出た。あ、
A sound familiar to Daijiro. Flashback to last year. Go, go, Daijiro!
なんか音がしたね。どこだよ、ゴールは。
The goal flag must have blown off with the wind. Through the official radio, all the staff hears that Daijiro passes the goal. Congratulations on finishing! June's staff, Tsuchida Yamago and Koyama are all relieved. But the joy doesn't last long.
わかんないな、本当難しいな。
的には正確、まあそれだったら吹けるはずですけど。分かんないと思うんですよ。
そこで引っ張らないと思うし。
Mr. Koyama, it didn't pull in 5th gear. Upon finishing the race, Daijiro had something to say.
今回これで一応完走はしたから、こんなもんもらったんですけど、僕としてみんながね、もうコングラチュレーションって言うんだから、僕としてちょっとね、もう返したいぐらいの気持ちです。今回タイヤもまたバーストしたけども、まだ初期みたいな360でね走ってたらもっと手前でバーストしてたと思うから、逆に言えば、取りようだけどね、エンジン回んなかったから、ね、車も無事で来たけども、僕にしては207中で完走しても意味ないと思ってるから。
So much frustration is left. Daijiro and June's Koyama decide to try again next year to get rid of this frustration and beat the record.